I ain't never seen nobody do it like her. Radiant, look too long, she'll make your eyes hurt. Yeah. Shawty OD fire, come correct, you might burn. And I knew from the start that I was gonna like her. See, Shawty the coolest, chatting on the reg, yeah, Shawty the truest. Natural beauty, yeah, Shawty a tulip. Intelligent, not elegant, Shawty a student. Dang girl, you a dime, I'm just deep.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to our channel. I'm Bryan.
And I'm Jazmin.
And today we're going to let you guys get to know us a little bit better so that you guys have a better experience when you watch our channel, because we hope you guys subscribe. Make sure you click that button. So we'll go through a little quick Q&A so you guys get to know us.
Let's do it. Alright, I'm 25. I'll be 26 next month.
I'm 28. Why the awkward silence?
Because you're just like...
28.
Okay.
28.
How did we meet?
You go first. No.
Okay, so... But it's the same thing. Okay, whatever. Okay. Brian's really close friend dated my close friend, and she was always at their house because they all lived together, and that's how I met Brian.
So my side of the story is... Her first side of the story is correct. Her close friend did date my close friend, but her and all her friends were always loud as fuck. Can I say fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. They were always loud as fuck. And I used to sleep in like a hallway. So like my room was in between my best friend that dated her best friend's room and my other best friend. So they used to be making so much noise, and I'd be tired, and I would knock on the door and be like, Courtney, tell them damn girls to shut up.
Oh my god, it's the same story. How long have you been dating?
4 years, 9 months, 32 days, and 17 hours.
Okay, you're so retarded. Almost 5 years. What was the question? I don't remember.
What do you do for
what do you do for a living? So I am a full-time freelance makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist since I graduated high school, which is almost 8 years ago, but full-time for 4 years.
I myself, I'm like the Dos Equis guy.
Oh god.
The most interesting man in the world. So if you ask me what I do, it's a few different answers to that. So number one, I'm a personal trainer. I'm part owner of Kaeosbblackwell. Number two, I'm a spin instructor. Not currently teaching any classes right now because I just retired, but I was a spin instructor.
Retired at the young age of 28.
Number three, I'm an Instagram model.
Oh yeah, sure.
And
you said number three like 4 times already.
And number four, I'm a podcast host. Wise words from a decent man. And number five, I'm a philosopher.
Okay. Anyway.
But most notably, I'm a trainer, and I've been doing that for about 5.5 years.
I'm gonna let Brian tell you guys about our first date.
I was working as a concierge in the same building we live in right now, not doing my job, on Twitter, and I tweet, I want to go see Django Unchained. So she...
And I tweet, is that how you're asking me out on a date?
And I go, LOL.
No, he goes, I get off at 10. Or something like that.
I told her to meet me at the diner, the Plaza Diner. So I jetted to Walgreens to get her something for Valentine's because it was like February 16th, so everything was half off. So I came with like 3 things.
Right.
Then she met me at the diner. We go to Archetypus Cafe, which was like my first date spot because like it was cheap and it had like good lighting. The vibe was good. So we're going on a date. I think the date's going good. And first off, you remember Prince? How Prince used to wear the pants that had like the ass cut out?
Oh so my god, you're such a jerk.
So she had these leggings that had the ass out.
My ass was not out.
So for me, I'm like, yes, I'm about to go down. So like insert that Kanye song.
Alright.
That's the song I heard, right? So
you guys should have seen what he was wearing.
What was I wearing?
You look like fucking Carlton.
No, I didn't.
He had like, I don't remember what the color, I think it was like a yellow shirt underneath, like a button-down yellow shirt, and then he had a sweater on top of that, like Carlton would wear, and like some khaki-colored pants.
Hold on, let me
was awful.
Let me clarify my sweater, right? Because it was Ralph.
It doesn't matter. It's so, like Carlton.
Cashmere knit orange sweater.
Orange?
It was orange. Cashmere knit orange sweater.
Oh.
Then underneath, I had a striped white and blue Ralph Lauren shirt with some khakis and some loafers. Mature.
Carlton.
Mature. She's a hater. So from there, from Archetypus, we went to the bar. So I'm thinking the date's going good. It's popping. We end up at the bar. We chilling. And I was like, you know what? You could drop me at my house. Because in my head, I'm thinking, you could drop me at my house. Hey, why don't you come in? I got a couch. Whatever.
I got a couch.
But from there, we just sat in her car for an hour just talking. And I'm like, shit, she really not about to come inside?
Nope.
And I was like, well, it was nice, but I'll see you later. I got work tomorrow.
No, I was like, I really have to go to the bathroom. I'm leaving. First impression of each other.
Well, I have two first impressions. Because the first impression that I had of her was that she was annoying as fuck. Because all she did was talk. And it was like, they were like, it's just three little...
It's not all, but he's sitting here talking about it as if it was just me. But it was like me and my friends would go to their house. So it wasn't just me talking. Alright, you're mad because I told you don't stop talking. Continue.
And then the second impression, when I, like, because I didn't see her for like a few months or years or whatever, because I was just busy. I was like, oh, this girl's pretty cool. She got it together. She had an apartment. She got a job. I was like,
right.
I was like,
him and his friends. Oh, shut up. Him and his friends came to me and my roommate's apartment, and we like hung out. This was like in December. We went on a date in February.
I was like, let me get that.
Definitely much more mature and had his ducks in a row compared to his friends, that's for sure.
Had mad ducks.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years. I'm 25. Hopefully married. Maybe a baby. Hopefully a house. That would be awesome. And maybe my own business, but I think like if Bryan's business is like booming, then I would prefer to like take care of our kids.
So in 5 years, right? I see myself dropping my first album, The Life and Times of B. Blackwell. Now, on a very serious note, part of the reason that I wanted to start this YouTube channel was because I feel that, like, you know, when we first started dating, I was a dreamer, and, you know, I was dreaming all this stuff and without the possibility of it coming true. And then us dating, like, we made so many of these dreams come to life. So my next major dream is I want to be the first notable personal training studio with like multiple locations. So my first goal in the next 5 years would be to open up a training facility in the city, and then have one in Miami, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Shout out to Drake. But just have multiple training locations and really be able to help people. So, you know, that's where I'd like to be. And then from there, if I can open up multiple training locations, I'll be able to attach, you know, beauty bars to them that Jazz can run. And then we'll have like this whole Jay-Z, Beyonce, what's better than one billionaire too? Have this whole thing going on. So that's what I'm hoping for. And, you know, definitely hope through the support and growth with you guys, we'll be able to make that happen. Right. Kill him with the show.
Mitch. Add this in so everybody can see how rude he is.
Kill him with the show.
Okay, what's your favorite look on me? Make a look.
I like when she,
What is so funny? What's so funny?
Because I was gonna answer it very professional. I just laughed that I knew this.
No.
So I like when she does like the smoky eye. I like that, and I like when she has like the burgundy lipstick, because like I think that's like a very, you know, not everybody can pull that off. I like red lipstick too, because I also agree that I don't think everybody can pull that off. You know, I definitely I like all the looks she does. She's very creative with her makeup, as you guys can see. You know, and one thing that I appreciate about Jazz is that she some makeup people look like gremlins, and then they put the makeup on and they like Cinderella. But she kind of looks the same with makeup or without it, which is awesome for me. You know, because I always suck to wake up next to a gremlin. Like, you go to sleep with Cinderella, and you wake up with a gargoyle. You know?
Oh my God. That is so fucked up.
It's true though.
What's one thing people don't know about us?
So, the funniest thing about us when we first started dating is I had just lost 75 pounds, right? So everybody was like, yo, Bryan's super healthy. He's into this really healthy lifestyle, but we were poor. So we were eating $5 fill-ups from KFC every night. But it was crazy because we lived right behind KFC. So for lunch, we were eating Taco Bell $5 fill-up. And at night, we were doing a KFC. And then if I had a good week, we would go to 2 places. We would go to Fridays, or we would just go to Chipotle, because I never had Chipotle until we started dating, and I got hooked. So it was like a progression. The first year we ate KFC, Taco Bell. Then we got a little bit more money, and then we started eating Chipotle every day.
Every day. Chipotle opened up like literally 1 block away from our apartment, and we just would literally go there every single night. It was.
So we didn't eat very healthy our first 3 years dating, and I don't know how I didn't end up back obese, but you know, through the strength of God, we made it.
Okay, let's see what else. Dream vacation.
For some reason, I always just wanted to go to Dubai. I don't know why. I just feel like that. I feel like it's such a it's so bougie.
Yeah.
So I just want to go immerse myself in that culture, but I want to go when I'm able to be on that same level. You know, so like I want to go and I want to stay in like a villa that's like $10,000 a night, and I want to go rent Lambos and like wear the Sultan's hat with the long white sheet. You're not down with
Long
that?
white sheet. I don't know about the long white sheet.
They make you wear that in Dubai.
Okay, well, I personally would probably want to do like Greece or something where it's like beautiful. I mean, not saying Dubai's not beautiful, but I feel like when I think of a dream vacation, like seeing like Greece and all and just like the water, or like Thailand. Thailand seems really cool too.
I only go to Greece if we go to Sparta. Sparta, what is your profession?
Okay. How was it when we first moved in together?
So, when we first moved in together, mind you, I'm living in a
shack. I can't believe you called it a shack.
A half-bedroom shack that was like a bachelor pad that was not
pad.
designed to have a woman be there more than one night or a day. So, you know, her and her mom came in, and I was at work, and when I came home, all my shit was gone.
Oh my god, it was not gone.
All my silverware, all my plates. Back then I was nasty though, so this is like, I was so busy that I would rather just buy new dishes than to wash the dishes.
Exactly. Anyway, it was rough. What did I want to say, 3 or 4 months in, ended up quitting my job, and then I was like on bed rest because I had hurt my back. So it's like, we move in together, I quit my job, well, I hurt my back, I quit my job, and then I'm on bed rest. So the first like 6 months we were living together were awful, and then...
Well, because you take one income that was barely supporting one person,
right,
and then you add 1.5 more people because we had to donate.
Shut up, doesn't count. We were broke, like we said, but we were pretty happy. Now, and like there, it wasn't like a nice apartment where like we wanted to like keep things nice and worry too much about like what it looked like. So there wasn't like an argument like, oh, you left this on the floor, or oh, you made a mess in the kitchen. It wasn't until we moved to our next apartment. Huh? They can't hear you when you whisper.
Oh, it's just so annoying. But keep going.
Alright, you're so annoying. Yeah, but once we moved into our next apartment, that's when it was like, stop leaving your shit everywhere. And progressively, he's gotten better.
I'll try.
Yeah. But it's not easy at first, that's for sure. Why did we decide to start YouTube?
You go first.
So I think we have like different views on this. I want to start YouTube because I'm super into memories and stuff. Like looking back, I don't really have any videos or too many pictures on like my life and my family and all that stuff. So I think it'd be cool to document it and be able to look back, like show our kids and have other people see it. Like maybe even if it's just for like motivational purposes, and to see like a young couple do well and be happy and like live their life. So that's kind of what I want to say too.
I think for me, like so when I first met Jazmin, I was 23 years old, and now I'm 28. So just from like 23 to 28, that's so many different like stages of life that just are combined into like one, you know? So I think like if I would have been able to watch and see another couple go through things and like see them grow and see their changes, but like really see like, you know, I watch a lot of YouTubes and it's like, hey babe, let's go do a prank. But like that's not how it is every day. Like sometimes I want to kill her and sometimes she wants to kill me, and that's not what it should be. But I feel like if people can see like, you know, that a real couple goes through these kind of things and they grow and they have these situations that come up and all these like, you know, we had like a very traumatic year this year in terms of like just things that have happened to us. So just seeing us grow and take those things and just like use them to keep pushing, you know, I think that'll help somebody. And even if it doesn't help anybody, if we're just able to show our kids, because sometimes, like, you know, and my vision, when our kids are here, we're going to be living a way different life. Like, we may be in a mansion, or we may be, like, living this different life. So I want them to be able to go back and say, look, it wasn't always like this, you know, and they'll have a point of reference. So when they see us as, you know, when I'm 50, my kids won't understand why I am the way I am, because they could just go back and just look and see, like, you know, this is what made them, you know?
Right. What type of vlogs do we plan on doing?
I think just really letting you guys get into our lives. Like, you know, I think everybody is like three-dimensional, so some of it is gonna be funny as hell, because if you can't tell, I'm funny as hell.
Okay.
Definitely stuff that blends like our two worlds. So Jazz is gonna have some makeup. She doesn't really, you don't really plan on doing like makeup vlogs like some
No,
people.
but like if I'm getting ready and like I'll add a clip of that or something.
Yeah.
Maybe like something new comes out, or if, you know, just giving like a tip real quick.
Definitely let you guys see, like, not as much like working out, because like if you want, you could go to like my Instagram page or personal YouTube to see more of the pure workout stuff, but just like the behind the scenes of it, like after leg day when my legs are sore and she's calling me a punk because I keep complaining, oh, like, you know, like the times I mess up with my diet and just the behind the scenes, and then the struggles, then tips, like, you know, like credit, you know, just everything that we've learned, we just want to share with you guys.
Right.
We go cool places.
Yeah.
You know, so we want you guys to be
not
immersed.
in the winter. In the winter we don't do too much.
Yeah, we don't do too much. But
we live in Jersey. It's fucking cold. It's raining right now. It's shitty. Nobody wants to go out.
But we want you guys to be immersed in, like, you know, our life in all aspects, so you guys really get a full, like, three-dimensional view of like who we are and what we do. Okay, so I'm not Dominican. Just sorry. Sorry if anybody is already out there claiming me, but I'm not Dominican. I'm black. I don't actually know what that means, but one of our upcoming vlogs is I'm going to do 23andMe, and I'll show you guys the results. I'll be pissed off if I come back Irish and German.
What the hell?
Just saying.
Where were you born?
I was born in Denver, Colorado. Shout out to the Broncos. I lived in Nashville. I moved from Nashville to Denver again when I was 5. Then I moved from Denver to Jersey when I was 10. And then from 10, I've been living in Jersey. I actually moved because I had severe epilepsy, so some of the best doctors in the nation were here, and that's what got me here. You know, I've been into Harlem Shake.
I am 100% Puerto Rican. I was born there. Both of my parents were born there. My grandparents, Puerto Rican. Moved to Jersey when I was, I think 4 or 5. Been here my whole life after that. Actually, it's not on here, but I'm gonna ask anyway. If there's one thing you could eat every single day, what would it be?
Oh, remember Kel? Who loves orange soda? Who loves Oreos?
Seriously.
Bryan loves Oreos.
Brian
I do.
would eat Oreos every single day.
And pancakes too.
And a whole pack of them.
Whole pack.
Not just one. I don't necessarily know what I would eat every day. Probably some sort of Mexican food though. Like tacos, burritos, chimichangas, guacamole.
Anything that can be folded and rolled with rice in it.
I love Mexican food. Favorite vacation you've taken?
I really like I like DR. I had a really good time in DR. Mexico was like, it was cool, but like DR was just like, I felt like I was like in a paradise. Like, you know, we had this really nice hotel room.
Yeah.
Food was good. We went to all these different places. Like, it was amazing, like, experience. Like, I'd never been out of the country.
Yeah, it was our first time out of the country.
So I don't know if that made it better, because I'd never been anywhere.
Right.
But Mexico was like cool, but it wasn't like when I left DR, I was like, damn, I can't wait till I get back.
Right, I agree.
Mexico, I was like, shit, I can't wait till I get back home. So introduce you guys to our other cast member of our vlog. This is Fergie. So when she has a haircut, we call her Ferguson.
She's our dog. She's a 10-year-old Yorkie poodle. I got her when she was... Can you stop being so rough?
Oh, I'm trying to show them I love her, because I'm going to get the pet people.
Okay, anyway. I got her when she was only a few months old, and we love her. She loves Bryan more, though. Bryan is going to give us a definition of why he calls himself Hibachi Blackwell.
Alright, so first, if you know Hibachi, you know the chop. The chop is infamous. CrossFit competitions, before it goes down, the chop happens. And this is where hibachi comes from, right? So when you think about gourmet food is made to be like special. You have the top chefs that cook it. They have the best cuts of meat and the best restaurants with the best waiters, the best knives. It's just an overall experience that's designed to be the best, right? Now you go to a hibachi restaurant, they serve you very regular food. There's a very regular chef. In most cases, it's a very regular restaurant. You don't even need reservations. You go there, there's no candle lit. You're sitting at a table with a family that has a crying baby. But all is taken into consideration, right? The thing that makes hibachi special is the process that it goes through. The way the chef cooks it, the way he dices it, the way he does everything, and that's what makes it special. So to me, what that symbolizes, like, you know, each and every one of us, we're like that hibachi restaurant. There's nothing special about us, but once we go through that process of like just making ourselves better, we become something special. So I feel like that's what happened to me and Jazmin. Like, you know, we were at a hibachi restaurant. Nothing special going on with us, plain Jane. But then the process we've gone through over these last 5 years has made us special. So our goal is just to share that process with you guys. So this hibachi chop, that really just symbolized taking, like, you know, the shit that life throws you and turning it into sugar. So if you're in a bad situation, you know, somebody's pissing you off, you got a hibachi chop, that just means that you got the strength to turn shit to sugar. And that's really what it's all about, letting the process make you special. Could I get an amen?
Amen. Alright guys, I think that's all for now. We hope you enjoyed it. We're entertaining. Bryan steals the show all the time.
Didn't steal the show.
Alright guys, we'll see you in our next video. Peace out. Are you going to say goodbye?
Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed our Q&A. We hope you guys follow us. Please subscribe. Turn those post notifications on. We're not fancy enough to do post notification shout outs yet, but we appreciate all the support.